Hi everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the Fresh Perspective podcast by me, Emily Marie. I'm super excited that you have decided to join me on the very first episode. And for this episode, I thought that I would tell you a little bit of a backstory about me, where I want to go, where I have been, a little bit of a summary of my life, and hopefully you will understand why I have created this podcast. For people who know me, they might think that I might be having a bit of a mental breakdown. I'm not. And for people who don't know me, hopefully they think that I've got some cool stories. So, where I have been, I have always been in the creative industry. So for the past 15 years, I have worked in creative. I have worked as a graphic designer in a chicken factory, crazy. I have also ran a creative marketing agency for 8 years, where I literally just did everything from design, marketing, digital campaigns, websites, things like that. I then, with my boyfriend, set up a motion and video agency. So it was doing the same thing, but the content creation was video. And I have also set up a product-based business called Happy Goods, where I sell art prints. So a little bit of the backstory before I talk about Happy Goods. Before all of this, I was actually in a very emotionally abusive and toxic relationship for 11 years of my life. And even when I say that out loud now, I'm like, 11 years, is that actually what happened to me? But it did. And I have been through toxic friendships, toxic dynamics in my life. I feel that I have gone through a lot of struggles. And because of this, I really deep dived into self-development. Absolutely loved it, self-development. I have been in it for about 6 years now, looking at my patterns, my habits, therapeutic modalities, even neuroscience to work out how the brain works and why the brain is working like how it's working and how to break those patterns. Do a lot of journaling, new moon circles, Reiki, self-hypnosis, like literally every modality out there I feel that I have tried. So when it comes to self-development, I'm really passionate about it, and I'm really passionate about personal growth. Because of this, I really wanted to merge my love for self-development with my love and passion for art and design. And I thought that I could merge them together and create a product-based company called Happy Goods. Now, Happy Goods was all about uplifting, inspiring, motivating people through art. So each art print had what I think is a lovely design because I was doing it. And it has an uplifting quote on there, a motivational quote or a positive affirmation. And the whole idea was to uplift, inspire people. And there was going to be a self-development intention behind it as well. So the social content would all be about self-development, motivating people, all that kind of stuff, and to create an intentional community of like-minded people who love positive affirmations and personal growth plus art. So with that being said, I've got a product-based business, Happy Goods, where I sell uplifting art prints, and each design has positive affirmation on there to inspire people, or it has a motivational quote, just something out there that is going to make people smile and bring joy to people's homes. I also work with my boyfriend, and we have an amazing motion and video agency where we have worked with clients like Google, HubSpot, LinkedIn, Creamfields. I mean, it's pretty cool. And I am very, very proud of the achievements that I have had in my life. I am proud of everything that I have done creative wise. I love what I do. So on paper, it looks amazing, and it is amazing. However, I felt recently slightly unfulfilled, and like there's just something missing. Again, on paper, and people who see me on social media, people who know me, I suppose I come across quite positive, which I am. I would hope quite a positive person. My life looks amazing because it is amazing. However, I feel like I have some untapped potential. Like I am here for something either different or something more. I don't know what it is, but I really feel like there is something in my life that I am meant to be doing and I am not doing. So with that being said, now this is where it gets a little bit weird, which is quite funny. I'm very into healing sessions, journaling, like what I was saying before, self-development, online personal growth courses, things like this. I have been listening to this guy for about a year. He's from America. He's got an amazing podcast. I really resonate with his teachings, and I booked a session with him. He is an intuitive, and again, this is where it gets a little bit weird. Some people might turn off. People who don't, thank you, stay with me. Stay with me here. He reads energy, and he can also, basically, he has a gift where he pulls your core gifts of this lifetime, and he tells you what you're on planet Earth to do. What is your soul pull, your soul path, what you are wanting to achieve in this lifetime from a core soul place, not from our head where it, we are so driven by different things, driven by material things. Social media comes into play. There's a lot of external factors that program our brains. This has got nothing to do with that. This is basically your soul. I am really, really into this kind of thing. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's book a session with him. Let's see what am I here to do? What's my untapped potential? I really wanted to book a session with him and see, because he can also read timelines. So I wanted to know what the timelines were for Happy Goods to blow up. Let's be real. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be like, okay, tell me what timelines and what I need to do for Happy Goods to blow up. Happy Goods is doing amazing. It's an amazing business on paper for a small startup business. It is doing great. So I booked a session with this guy, and it was for 30 minutes to 40 minutes. We were on Zoom call for over an hour, and what I found out was really interesting. Your perspective on what you think interesting is. He was pulling my potential gifts of what my soul wants to explore in this lifetime. And so he goes down these gifts, and the first one is communication. I can feel that. I feel communication. I feel like I enjoy and really love small, intimate conversations. I like deep diving. I like interacting with people on a one-to-one and face-to-face basis. So I definitely feel that. Another one was teaching, which I'm not so sure about. He said that these are gifts that I have come into this lifetime, and they might not be developed skills, because I didn't know that I had these potential gifts. So these are gifts that if I develop them, I could become absolutely incredible at, but it's not something that I have done. So teaching was another one. Another one is consultancy, which I loved, and I feel that one as well. I was like, yes, consultancy. I do a lot of small business consultancy. I do a lot of brand consultancy. I love giving advice, and I feel like a lot of people come to me for advice, for relationship advice, business advice. I definitely feel that. I was like, yeah, consultancy. And another one, what was the other one? Communication, teaching. Oh my God. Yeah. Another one was public speaking. And I was like, that's literally my fear. One of my fears is public speaking. And as soon as he said that, I was a little bit like, oh God, is this guy for real? Like, I don't think that this guy is real. And in my head, I thought that my tone of voice came across really upbeat and very uplifting. And I thought that I could mask my tone of like public speaking. I don't think so. However, he gives you the recording of the session. And in the recording, I can just see the change straight away. I'm like, You can definitely hear the tone of voice change, which is funny. And I was just waiting for creativity to pop up. I was waiting for creativity because this is what I've done. This is 15 years of my career. It's always been creativity. I did fine art for a university degree. Then I went to college and did graphic design. I love being creative. I love design. I love brand development. I have all this experience. So I was just waiting for the creativity to pop up, and it never popped up. And I'm like, this guy is not real. Like, come on, where's the creativity? And then he was saying about what my soul wants in this lifetime. And basically, my soul wants to inspire people, motivate people through the stories that I have in my past and my experience. And he said that I've got it half right with Happy Goods. So Happy Goods is a product-based business that is motivating and inspiring people through art. And he said, I'm doing this through the wrong medium, that just to forget about the art and the design, and the medium I should be using is communication. It should be me talking. It should be me on video, on podcasts, talking about my experiences and my struggles through life to motivate and inspire other people. I mean, this was 2 weeks ago and I am still processing this information. For someone to sit there and be like, 15 years of your design career, it's not really what your soul wanted to come here to do. It's a really, really big shock, and I've had to have time to integrate and process it. Now, some of you might be thinking, why the hell are you even listening to this guy? And I totally feel you. I thought that as well. But then there's another part of me that thinks I did feel like I've just got some untapped potential, like I've got something missing in my life, and that I'm here for something more. And then this guy said that my soul wants me to create a podcast and to talk about my experiences, and that I should get a job, because at the moment I'm working for myself, which is amazing. However, it does take a lot of time and energy to look after clients, go and get the clients. I'm literally every department at the moment. I have to get the clients, actually do the work, client liaise with people, do the invoicing. I'm like the bookkeeper, the accountant, the designer, the salesperson. I'm everything all in one. So it takes a lot of time and energy. He said that my soul wants for me to get a real job. If you're listening to this on audio, I'm doing inverted commas, which I haven't done in over 10 years. 10 years. I have worked for myself for a very long time. So again, it's a very hard thing to process. On the one hand, it is crazy. On the other hand, I don't know, there's just something that's pulling me into it, and I don't know what it is. So he said that if I do this podcast, it is literally what my soul is here to do. There's loads of other things that my soul wants to do, but for this moment, this is the starting point. And if I get this right, it will probably blow up in around 5 to 12 months. So he said that he wants me to get a job. It can still be in design and brand, but at the moment I'm working fully remote. And he wants me to get my communication skills up. So he would like me to do a face-to-face job role where I can practice my communication skills, I can practice my consultancy skills, I can get these gifts up, which will help me in the long run with my soul pull business. So that is the reason why I'm speaking to you right now. There's 2 ways to look at this. This guy said that this is what my soul wants, and that I will feel extremely fulfilled if I go down this path. And that Happy Goods is halfway there. However, my higher self is preventing it from blowing up because I'm using the wrong medium. I should be using my voice, not art. And that it's never going to be the business I think it might be, or it could have the potential to come in my head, because my higher self wants me to do this instead. So there's 2 ways to look at it. Well, actually, there's quite a lot of different ways, but I feel that there's 2 ways to look at this. So I could just think this guy's crazy and carry on with my life, carry on pushing Happy Goods, carry on with the creative business with my boyfriend. Working fully remote at the moment is quite hard for me. I do feel like I do need to go out and see more people and collaborate in person. That is something that I would like to change. So I could go down that path and carry on doing what I'm doing. But I don't want to wake up when I'm 80 years old and think, oh, remember when that guy told me that I should do this for like just 12 months of my life, and I would feel extremely fulfilled. It would lead me to places that I would never dream of. It is what my soul wants me to do, and it would really change people's lives and inspire people and motivate people. And you know what? I just didn't do it. And it was only 12 months of my life. And for some reason, I just went down the path that is easy and comfortable for me. I've always worked in brand. Like I said, it's been 10, 15 years. It is super comfortable for me. I know exactly what I'm doing. I can execute a brand design campaign. I know everything inside out. I feel that I do. Even though the guy said that it's not actually one of my potential gifts, it's a skill and an expertise that I have built up for over a decade, and I'm super comfortable, and I really see myself as an expert in that area. So I could go down the comfortable path, or I could just go down the crazy path, man. Like, I don't know, there's something that's like, why not do it? I haven't got any children. I feel like that I haven't got anything to lose, but I do. I have an amazing relationship with my boyfriend. I have a great career at the moment. I have a mortgage on a beautiful house. But yeah, I just feel like the other part of me is saying, do it. If I take a full-time job Right, so this is the other part of me trying to process this. If I take a full-time job in a more of a marketing communications role, then I can bring up my skills in communication and consultancy. Hopefully I'll be doing a lot more presentations, so I will bring up my skills in podcasting, in presentations. The public speaking, man, we'll just like leave that one for later. I haven't even processed that one anymore. Just forget about that one. But communication and inspiring people through stories is just really intriguing for me. So let's say I do this for 12 months and nothing happens. What I would have gained is experience in another role in more of a marketing capacity. Also, I would have been like, it's just the fun and the process of the journey. Why not? I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. So on one hand, I've got, let's just carry on down your normal comfortable path. On the other hand, I'm like, let's do a 12-month experiment on your life. Now, this was over an hour and 5-minute session with this guy, telling me the plan, the life plan. So I'm going to do it. For the next 12 months, I'm going to do an experiment with my life. I'm going to do what he has suggested. And yes, I understand that some people might think that I'm having some kind of mental breakdown, but let's just see. Let's enjoy the journey. Let's see the process together. I have some amazing stories. I have struggled with so many things in my life, in different areas of my life. And I really feel that if I get to the 12-month mark and nothing has happened, but I have inspired just one person, or one person just messages me and is like, you know what, that podcast really made me smile, then that's it. I would feel really, really happy about that. So thank you for listening to the very first episode of my crazy journey. I am super glad that you are here. Hopefully you will stick with me and come with me on this journey, and we can see together, is it going to work? Is it going to happen? Is something actually after 12 months going to blow up? Or am I just going to have some kind of mental breakdown? Or am I just going to go back to where I was before, where there's no shame in that, because I was at a great place anyway? So thank you for being on the very first episode of Fresh Perspectives with me, Emily Marie, and I'm very, very excited to take you on the journey. And let's see where this takes us. Thank you, and see you on the next one.